I was sitting in my car, hands shaking, holding a certified letter envelope. My phone wouldn't stop vibrating. All I could do was repeat, "This can't be happening to me. This can't be real." The voice on the other end of the line said, "Ma'am, you need to come in person, today. Because what was inside that envelope could change my life." And I almost threw it in the trash. If you've ever felt stuck with money, with no way out, doing everything right but nothing seems to change, stay with me until the end. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel to hear more stories that explain how ordinary people transform their lives through manifestation techniques. Austin, Texas. 5:30 in the morning and the alarm was already screaming like it knew I had no choice. I opened the coffee shop at 6, worked until noon, and from 3 in the afternoon until midnight, I drove around the city delivering food for people who probably made in 1 week what I didn't see in 6 months. I wasn't lazy. I didn't waste money on stupid stuff. But money slipped away, always. Rent overdue, maxed out credit card. 3 calls a day from numbers I didn't answer because I already knew the tone of voice on the other side. Once, at Whole Foods, my card was declined in front of a high school classmate. I smiled. Said it was a chip problem. But when I got to my car, I gripped the steering wheel and took a deep breath just to keep from crying right there. My ex-husband once said, "You and these manifestation things, Maya, pay the bills first." It was the week of the divorce. I remember it hurt more than I admitted. But that day, I stopped at a convenience store to grab coffee before a delivery. At the register, there was a small, wrinkled poster. Second chance drawing. Register non-winning tickets in the app. I downloaded the app on impulse. Created an account. Don't even remember if I registered anything properly. Closed it and forgot about it. That night, sitting on the floor of my tiny apartment, I decided, for 21 days I'm going to do things differently. Not to win the lottery, but to become someone else. And that's when I made a small mistake. That later became the best decision of my life. I thought I'd hit rock bottom, but rock bottom has a basement. 3 days after my motivational decision, the bank notification came, overdraft fee, negative balance. Half an hour later, a message from my landlord. Maya, just a reminder, rent is overdue. Let me know when you can settle this. Settle this, like it was simple. Like I wasn't doing everything I could. The car started making a weird noise, like metallic, coming from underneath. I couldn't even think about a mechanic. If the car died, I died with it. No car, no deliveries. No deliveries, no money. It was early morning on a Thursday. I was in a parking lot near Riverside Drive, waiting for the next order to pop up on the app. I ate a cold wrap left over from a canceled delivery. Smell of cardboard, old coffee in the cup holder, hands freezing even with the heater on. I felt invisible, like people passed by, ordered coffee, paid with Apple Pay, left. I was functional, useful, but invisible. On Saturday, I went to Heb to shop. Bought the bare minimum, rice, eggs, peanut butter. At checkout, I swiped my card. Beep. Declined. The cashier looked at me with that disguised pity expression. I smiled, said, "Oh, let me try another one." Swiped the second one, it worked. But the beep of the machine echoed in my head like a fire alarm. I went back to the car with trembling hands. That night, a video showed up in my feed. A woman talking about money mindset and abundance frequency. I watched it. She spoke with such conviction. But I thought, this is beautiful, but I need real money, now. The next day, one of my regular customers showed up. He was a retired professor from Austin, always polite, always on time. He noticed I was different. "You okay?" I forced a smile. "Just tired." He was quiet for a second, then he said, "You know, Maya, you can't control the world, but you can control the state you hold. State becomes behavior, behavior becomes path." I frowned. I don't follow. He grabbed a napkin and wrote, "I remember when I used to worry about money. Now I feel secure because write these 2 sentences every day. Fill in the second one like it already happened. Don't beg for it. Don't perform for it. Just hold the state." He stood up, paid, and before leaving, he said, "And if you buy a lottery ticket, don't buy it like you're desperate. Buy it like you're saying thank you." I stood there, holding that napkin. I went home irritated and hopeful at the same time, like I wanted to believe. But believing hurts when you've been disappointed 1,000 times. That night, I wrote 2 lines in my notebook. And the next day, reality provoked me like it was testing my faith. The next day, a customer was rude to me over a 3-minute delay, yelled, called me incompetent. I felt the anger rising, that urge to yell back, to throw everything away. But then I remembered the napkin, the state. I took a deep breath, changed my posture, and instead of thinking I'm screwed, I forced another phrase into my head. I'm not screwed. I'm in transition. It felt ridiculous, but something shifted in my chest. That night, I created a ritual, simple, repeatable, 2 minutes of visualization before bed. I imagined myself opening the bank app and seeing a high number. Not fantasy like millions falling from the sky, but something real. Like positive balance, no tightness in my chest, no fear of checking. I felt the physical relief, my shoulders relaxing, my breathing releasing, and I chose an anchor phrase. I am the kind of person who receives good news. I repeated this every time fear came back. I started doing small things differently, made my bed every day, organized my wallet, cleaned my car, took out the trash before it piled up. Silly things, but they made me feel less chaotic. I had a rule that I repeated to myself like a mantra. I only spend energy on what I want to increase. I stopped complaining, stopped telling others how broke I was, stopped reinforcing, I don't have. It was hard, because reality was screaming the opposite in my face every day. But I kept going. On the 3rd day, I went back to that same convenience store, and something silly happened at the register that I only understood weeks later. The change started slowly, like small things I could have ignored. A customer gave me a $20 tip. Out of nowhere, she just said, "You have good energy." I stood there, holding the bill, thinking, energy? I barely slept. Later, a guy I delivered food to 3 times offered me a side gig. He had a small catering company and needed someone to help at an event. Paid well, in cash, I accepted. A week later, an old health insurance refund came through that I'd forgotten about. $140. It wasn't a fortune, but it was something. I started to notice. It wasn't magic, it was a track change. I refused deliveries that didn't make sense, chose better routes, spoke more firmly when someone tried to push me around. A friend, Jenna, who works with me at the coffee shop, commented, "Girl, you're different. You seem, I don't know, sure of yourself." I laughed. "I'm not trying to get rich, Jenna. I'm just stopping acting like someone who's broke." She looked at me like, "What the hell did you smoke?" It was that week that I remembered the poster. The app, the second chance. I opened it again. Saw that you could register tickets that didn't win, like, you buy, don't win anything, but register it in the system and automatically enter a parallel drawing. I started doing this. No obsession, just consistency. I bought 1 ticket a week, just 1. And treated it like a detachment practice. Like, I don't need this to save me. I'm just allowing myself to receive. I learned a technique called 369. Write 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. A short phrase, money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. I didn't believe it 100%. But I did it anyway. One Saturday, I bought a ticket at the Quickie Mart on South Congress. Didn't win anything. Registered it in the app. and kept the losing ticket inside my scripting notebook. Used it as a bookmark. Didn't think much about it. It was just a piece of paper. Things kept improving slowly, nothing explosive. But I felt like something had unlocked, like I wasn't fighting against an invisible wall anymore. But then, the week came when I almost gave up, because life got worse for 48 hours. Rent ultimatum. My landlord knocked on the door personally, polite but firm. Maya, I need an answer by Friday, I'm sorry. The car started making a worse noise, like something dragging underneath. I prayed it would hold on just one more month. Then a call came from an unknown number. I ignored it. Then another. Ignored it again. The next day, a thick envelope arrived, certified letter, with an official stamp from the Texas Lottery Commission. My heart dropped. I thought, is a lawsuit, is debt, is eviction. Almost threw it in the trash. But the agency name made me stop. I sat on the living room floor, the noisy fan spinning, my hands sweating cold. I opened the envelope slowly. Inside was a formal letter asking me to appear in person at the regional office in Austin. Didn't explain why, just said, confidential matter, appear with photo ID. I read it 3 times. Didn't understand. I remembered the exercise. I am the kind of person who receives good news. I called the number on the letter. A woman answered, professional tone, neutral. Hello, Texas Lottery Commission. Me. Hi, I received a letter asking me to appear in person. Can you tell me what it's about? Her. Ma'am, we can't discuss details over the phone. You need to come in person. Today, if possible. Me. But I need to know if it's something bad because her. I can't provide more information. Bring a photo ID. I hung up, stood there, thinking, if this is a prank, I'm going to break. I went there. The building was near Interstate 35, a gray administrative office, big parking lot, a sea way too cold. I sat in a hard chair, filled out a form, hands shaking. An employee called my name, took my documents, checked the system, and asked, do you have confirmation of your second chance registration? I froze. Second chance, the poster, the app. The thing I didn't even take seriously. He turned the computer screen toward me. And there, on the screen, it read, congratulations. You are a second chance lottery winner. Prize amount, $2,340,000. When he turned the screen toward me, I felt my body lose weight. Like I was finally breathing after years. I couldn't process it. The employee kept talking, but all I heard was ringing in my ears. My hands were numb. I wanted to laugh and cry at the same time. He asked for more documents. Explained the process. Taxes, transfer. I signed papers I could barely read because my vision was blurred. When I left, I sat in my car and stayed there for 20 minutes. Just breathing. Then I remembered the ticket. The one I kept in my notebook as a bookmark. I rushed home, opened the notebook, and there it was. The losing ticket I'd registered in the app without even paying attention. That was the ticket associated with the prize. The poster at the gas station wasn't just scenery. It was the track, and I'd gotten on it without realizing. In the following days, things really started to change. My ex-husband texted me, out of nowhere, asking to talk. He must have heard something. Small town word travels. Before, I would have been nervous, would have justified myself, but now, I replied, you don't get access to my new life just because it looks comfortable now. Blocked him. It wasn't out of anger, it was dignity. I paid the rent, in advance. 3 months. The landlord was speechless. Took the car to the mechanic, fixed everything. Even got a complete inspection, went to HEB again. Bought what I wanted, swiped my card without fear, without that tightness. When the beep sounded, I smiled for real, but the craziest part wasn't the money. It was sleeping through the night, without waking up startled, without my heart racing thinking about overdue bills. I woke up and the first thing I thought wasn't, how am I going to survive today? It was, what do I want to do today? I hired a financial advisor, learned to invest, put most of the money to work for me, didn't waste it on nonsense, didn't post on social media, didn't tell half the world. I changed my behavior with money, checked my balance without fear, with neutrality, like someone just checking the weather. I kept working, but I chose. Stayed only at the coffee shop because I liked it, not because I needed to. And I kept doing the ritual every day because I understood the lottery was the vehicle, but the real change was identity plus state plus aligned action. I won the day I stopped begging, the day I decided to hold a different state, even when reality was screaming the opposite. I didn't just manifest a prize. I manifested a version of myself who stopped negotiating with scarcity, who stopped proving to everyone that I was broke. The law of attraction isn't about asking, it's about frequency, it's about identity, it's about you stopping reinforcing who you don't want to be anymore. Visualization works, scripting works, money manifestation works, but only when you stop begging and start holding. I made a quantum leap, but it wasn't magic, it was alignment. It was emotional discipline. It was choosing every day to act like someone who was already secure. The world changes when you stop arguing with reality and start holding a new state with consistency. If you're at rock bottom, it's not the end. It's the point where you stop repeating the old story. If this story moved you, subscribe to the channel, hit like, and comment, I am ready, and share it with someone who needs a sign today.